All right, you bunch of yahoos, strap yourselves in for another episode of Dan and Don's Toxic Masculinity.
In other words, shut up, sit up, and pay attention. And welcome back to another episode of Toxic Masculinity. And here I am with my co-host, the meanest, baddest man on the planet. At least he treats me that way. He's pretty mean to me. Don the Predator Fry. And yours truly here, Dan the Beast Severn. We're here to entertain, offend, defend anybody and everybody that we care to, and more or less than to simply induce some masculinity that is needed in this country and in this world probably more than ever. So sit back, grab a beverage of your choice, and be prepared to be entertained. There you go. Ta-da! All right. And our special guest there today, Don, go right ahead.
We have the fabulous and wonderful Justin Gaethje, who is getting ready to fight for the world championship here in a few months. And we wish you luck. And especially since you're an Arizona boy, you know, we wish you even more luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, you guys have talked to my dad down there in Arizona a couple of times. Dan went down to Stafford and did an event.
I was down there doing actually a law enforcement class at the time.
My old high school.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he had an event at my old high school. So yeah, I saw you at the fight in Anaheim, and you mentioned the podcast. I remember my dad was on my ass, so I knew I couldn't say no.
Good. I thought maybe your dad was holding out on us, you know.
No, I told him he's gonna have to do this. He's gonna have to get on here with you guys.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He does not want to do that.
He doesn't want to do that. He's not the limelight boy.
He's never done it in his whole life, so we should make him for sure.
Well, no, we really should do that because I mean you got a great story. I met your family before I ever met you, and then I met you just through the Zoom that event that we were taking place at the school's auditorium at that day. So I mean we're gonna probably bounce. We'll probably bounce all over this conversation, but something very, very unique. I'll say very cool on your part is I had read somewhere along the way that you basically paid for your parents' home or paid off their loan or something like that.
So far, my dad, I hooked him up with a sweet truck. I didn't buy the whole truck, but I, made sure he got the truck that he wanted. And then my mom, I'm going to supplement. She's going to retire. She's at 56 and a half. So in September, she will be done. She got a couple surgeries before that's up. But yeah, I'm going to supplement whatever because until 59, she goes now, you get penalized until you're 59 and a half. So yes. I told her she couldn't work 3 more years because it's killing her. And I would help her, help them supplement that income. It's nothing crazy. Nothing as far as what they paid for me, but yeah, I'm definitely here to help my family. They've done a lot for me, a lot of sacrifices.
No, again, that's again, I bring that because that's just a very cool thing that you're doing because I mean, family, that's what family is all about. Family should take care of family. There are times when if that family member is a little bit too wacky, it's time to kick him in the ass a few times and say get your head out of the ass and fly straight. But no, I met your folks. They're straight shooters and they raised a pretty good kid in you. So it's and I like to.
I don't have one family member that will ask me for $1. So it's they're amazing people.
Fantastic. No, really, really good. So I mean, but okay, you said that you're born and raised originally from the Stafford area, or?
Yeah, so Stafford's such a small town. I was a twin, so whenever we were gonna, be delivered, they took us to Tucson TMC, delivered us there, and the first 4 years we lived in Morenci, where my parents graduated from high school, which is an hour away from Stafford, and then we moved to Stafford when we were 4, and got in the Stafford school district, and that's where we grew up.
Well, how do we know we're talking to you and not your brother?
Hey, I'm half Mexican. That boy has darker hair and a little bit darker skin.
Okay, well, I mean, I curiosity, what does your twin do? Because I mean, I did not know you had a twin.
Yeah, so from where I'm from, we work in the copper mines. 3 generations, both sides of my family have been in the copper mines. My brother was in there, and now he works for a contractor that sells parts and fixes parts for the mine. And so that he works for a con. He doesn't work in the mine. He works in the shop.
Right.
That does jobs for
It's
the
stuff
mine.
that's related to it, all kinds of services for people that are in the mine industry, but he's not in the mine, which I think is pretty cool because that's rough work right there, being inside of a mine.
Oh yeah, I did it for one summer, and that's why I'm still getting punched in the face. It's stable though. They find stability right out of high school. So that was one thing my brother found immediately. It was awesome.
Well, then, do you have any other brothers or sisters, or is it just?
I have an older half sister, and I have a sister that is 4 years younger than me.
Okay.
And my older sister is 4 years older than us. Than me and my brother.
Well, it must have been growing up in the Gaethje household, was there a lot of scrapping, a lot of well, again, I'll say, or just physical activity? But then, did you twin wrestle? Because I'm thinking right now that maybe because that's your background.
Everything in my house is a competition. If my family does anything, we fight because we are competing. We go bowling, we got to take separate vehicles because we don't leave in the same ones. We play cards, and it will be really, really loud in that house. It's Gaethje madness. They used to call us the Griswolds. So we'll, it's awesome.
I understand. As soon as you said that, I understand exactly when you say the Griswolds.
I was crazy. I was a crazy kid with a lot of energy. My brother is much more mellow than me, and every single one of them is the most competitive person that you're gonna meet. And my brother wrestled till 7th grade, and then he started playing basketball, and then we started winning state championships as a team. So he wanted his ring, so he came and wrestled his senior year.
Well, I think that's pretty cool, though. It's in fact, they tried a couple different things. I actually started off playing basketball back in 7th grade, and I sucked at it. And I went from basketball to wrestling. So
that's a great transition.
Are you allowed to talk about who you're fighting or anything?
I mean, it sounds like you guys got a good day to get me because the news just broke that I'm fighting the UFC. It sounds like the UFC announced that I'm fighting Oliveira May 7th.
We just want to make sure something you can talk about. I mean,
sue me. They ain't gonna sue me. I'm fighting.
That's
if
right.
not, I'm get out there. I'll put a disclaimer in there that I have not signed a contract, and I don't know that it's 100% for sure. But as far as I know, most of the information that I ever learned comes from the internet first, and it's when it comes to this kind of stuff, it's usually true. So with that pre-notion, May 7th, I'm fighting the champion.
May 7th.
We need to get our tickets now.
Where at?
I don't know. It was in Brazil, and they just canceled. This is all shit I'm getting off the internet, so totally guessing, throwing shit against the wall. But it was supposed to be in Brazil. They announced it, and then they just canceled it in Brazil, and so it's to be decided in the United States.
Oh, cool.
Are things being canceled? Is that all due to COVID, this or that, or is it just they don't have the best situation for running a pay-per-view?
No, I mean they've done plenty of pay-per-views down in Brazil, so I can't imagine it's that, but I have no idea.
Okay,
it's all over for me. My life has been the biggest last 2 years of my life. So
the highlights, and you're getting a fight of the night, and I'm making but Justin, you got to explain this to me here before. It's like going, you're a wrestler, and yet you're just swinging left and right all over the place. I mean, you're connecting most of the time. I mean, you got a pretty solid chin on you, but do you really want people keep hitting that chin all the time?
Well, I'm 20. I got 23 wins with 19 knockouts out of those 23. Oof. And a lot of those factors are why I'm getting paid the amount that I'm getting paid as opposed to other fighters. And when it comes to wrestling, 50% of it is defense. You got to take people down, but you also got to not be able to get taken down. And that was what I was best at. It was always hard to score on me. I made it hard to score on me. I never gave up takedowns. With my athletic ability, man, I'm able 19 knockouts out of 23 fights. And now in time with my coach, I really refined everything and really become comfortable with being, the the biggest thing for wrestlers is that they separate fighting and wrestling. If you can fight in the clinch, a clinch with like you guys did, dirty boxing, like they separate wrestling and fighting instead of combining the two.
No, I totally get what you're coming from, Mike. But that's why I get that if you ever throw those couple strikes, get the clinches. But what I'm looking for is more of these punching with the shoulders, jaw jacking, things of that nature that most people will never see. But it's also a way of offsetting your opponent's mindset, because the moment that you can inflict any kind of pain, their mind goes to what was that just then. So they're not thinking offensively now; they're thinking of defensively. So I'm just looking at it from a strategic point of view for you. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna also. So a college wrestling match was 7 minutes, and when I would walk off of those matches, every muscle in my body was cramping up. These are 25-minute fights. So if I wrestle for the first 7 minutes, I won't be able to fight, defend, or do anything for the next 18 minutes. And that is a big part of the process for me. And then I was, my ability to win on my feet, create damage, is who I am. And that comes from wrestling too. But yeah, I mean, I create a lot of damage in the clinch. That's where my favorite spot to be. But this guy that I'm fighting is extremely dangerous in the clinch. He's got good knees, good elbows, and ultimately, you don't want him to grab you. So, yeah, we'll see how much wrestling. I'm not going to do a lot of wrestling as far as offensive wrestling when it comes to this fight. We've seen Oliveira fight for a long time. A lot of times, he loses specific ways, and I'm going to hope to repeat that.
Well, again, Justin, it's working for you. I'll just say it's working for you. The normal person would not be getting away from this, but then wrestlers, especially higher level wrestlers, are not exactly normal people by any means.
No.
It's a very demanding sport, and it creates very unique individuals. When they get other opportunities, they go after it with that same aggressive attitude. So
100%. One-on-one situations, since we were children, this is perfect.
What I don't like about team sports is that in team sports, you can be the coach's son on a basketball team or a football team, and you're going to play even if you suck, because it's very political. I think the aspect. Yeah. What I like about a sport of wrestling is I could be the coach's son, and we do a challenge match. You throw me down, you pin me, you get in the lineup. It's cut and dry. That's what I like about the sport. You can't let politics get involved.
Same with MMA. Nobody can walk in there with me and hold my hand. So it's all on me. So that's definitely who we are.
Yeah. Well, again, that's where I can see where as a wrestler, you like that one-on-one type of competition. You hold your destiny.
I have a twin brother. Yeah, this is certainly my destiny. I have a twin brother. I mean, we fought and wrestled from day one. So he was my first training partner all the time. So it was perfect.
Fighting in the womb, huh? Fighting in the womb, huh?
I made him. Yeah, I'm 16 minutes older. I scared him while I was in there.
did one of those flinches before going out.
Stay here and count 2000.
No, I need. He's been in my corner. It's kind of shitty for pretty much. He's been in my corner for every UFC fight except the last one, because it wasn't a main event, and I got one less cornerman than usual. But I'm going to go back to having 4, but he's not going to make it back in. I got to bring a jiu-jitsu guy in, another actual coach. So, but he'll be there. He's always part of it. But, I got to we're fighting for the world title. I can't take no shortcuts here. So.
No, this is the big one. This is the one that counts. None of the others count, anymore.
100%.
Just the one in front of you. Don't think about the number 2, number 3. Think about the one in front of you.
Fuck about those guys. They kiss my ass.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the next fight. You don't think about the fight after the fight after.
That's what I'm saying. My life, Don, my life does not exist the day after my fight. I'm not sure if I'm going to be a vegetable or whatever. Right. I tell myself that I'm in the most danger ever so that I can go to the most primal spot the human body can go, and I perform. So it's fun.
No. Let's touch on that, because again, I don't think a lot of people even understand that, because when you get ready to go to competition, there is a transition that you have to put your state of mind and your body into when you walk out there, because this is not a nice competition.
No, and if you try to lie to yourself and trick yourself that you're not in danger or you're infallible, then the natural adrenaline, for one, adrenaline is the best drug in the world, but every other toxin and chemical that is released in those situations, which we don't know, but they're in us. This is the most primal. Eating, sleeping, drinking, fighting, and fucking. That's 300, 400, 500 years ago. That's all that mattered. And you had to fight to fuck, eat, sleep, or drink. So fighting, I think, or living, is the most natural thing to us. And I just, with wrestling, I've been able to just be so comfortable there. And when I go there, I only have to go there twice a year. I'm glad I only have to go there twice a year. But when I do, I love it. It's a comfortable spot. And it took time and practice to get there, but it's fun.
Okay, so again, you mentioned something even there just now that I was not aware of, but right now that you look at competition just twice a year now.
Yeah.
Is that the way your contract is set up, or is that what you are going for your comfort margin?
No, I mean, well, I'm fighting for the belt next. When you fight for these level of fights, things have to happen. Things have to fall in place. Timelines have to fall in place. I fought in October. He fought in December. Someone's fighting in February, and if they wait till then, they could let them try and jump over. Like, there's so many things that can happen, will happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, but you've been average about twice a year, but that's what you're looking at right now.
Twice a year for the last 4 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So, as much as they pay me, they're not going to let me fight more than that. So.
Okay. In between, like, your downtime, Justin, what do you like to do for just fun and recreational?
I like to play golf, and I like to go snowboarding. I have an off-road vehicle, Can-Am. I like to go, haul ass
to the dunes, stuff like that.
I haven't made it to the dunes with this thing yet. It's brand new. So, but yes, the dunes. That's where I'm. That is my future destination. Not sure when. Probably after May 7th.
So, okay. Anything to do with like off-roading and that, dunes, off-roading?
Go hunting. But I like to play golf. And right now I'm snowboarding every Thursday.
Well, that could be your future. When your MMA career gets to an end, being maybe out there golfing with the Masters or something like that.
No, not the Masters, but I'm winning as many fights as possible so that I can play in celebrity golf tournaments as long as possible.
Again, why I like that you're thinking about the future there.
All over the world, they travel. Yeah, hell yeah, I want to see all those places.
Absolutely. How often do you go snowboarding?
Every Thursday, right now.
When it snows?
No, I live in the Rockies. There, we're getting hammered this year. Thank God for the Colorado River and Vegas and California. They need the water. But yeah, every Thursday I go with my head coach Trevor Whitman and his wife. We go up. He keeps a leash on me the whole time, so it's as safe as possible, I guess.
But you say Dad is home right now. I mean, that's home. Is that because of the elevation, and it's a great place to train there too? Because I'm looking at.
I came to college here in 2007 and decided that year that I would probably never leave this place. I love it. I love the seasons. I love seeing the seasons change. I love a cold, snowy day yesterday and then a sunny day today. It's something I enjoy.
Now, are you going to snowboard any more this year since you got this fight coming up?
Yep.
You are?
Yeah, I'm not gonna start living like a pussy now.
Oh yeah, but it's like riding.
Like I said, my head coach goes with me every single time. I don't go without him, and he keeps me on certain runs. We don't, he does not let me in the park. He does not let me leave the ground, stuff like that. So I'm definitely every single time I'm out there, I am, thinking that I don't want to ruin my opportunity to be the best in the world. So don't worry about me. I got this. And if I'm sore, like we're not going tomorrow because the roads are going to be snowy and I don't want to deal with it. So I won't go this week. at now I'll only go on perfect days, stuff like that.
Yeah. When do you start your camp? How far out?
So Anaheim that night was 15 weeks away from this. I usually start 12 weeks. But last camp I actually hired a chef. She comes and cooks dinner and then lunch, breakfast, snacks for the next day. So I'm already back on that. I started that pretty much right away after the last fight because I knew that this was going to be the next fight. So I'm starting now, but I worked out twice Monday, once yesterday, twice today. In camp, I got to do twice every day. So I'm going to do probably like 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 for the next 2.5 weeks. And then I'll start at 12 weeks,
Right.
2 a day, 6 days a week.
Yeah, you got to get in shape to start training,
You got to get your ligaments, your muscles, those all need to be ready to get hit.
Yeah. People don't understand that, you don't just get off the couch, go train. You've got to get in shape to get to train, and getting in shape to train takes a lot of effort because
it wasn't long ago that I could just jump off the couch, but I'm 33 now. So I got to see a chiropractor once a week. So I don't know. I just never really took care of my body because I never felt pain, never felt anything. But now I understand, I got to take care of it.